I'll tell you what, when the sun goes down here, it gets chilly in a hurry. Thought I'd get some videos out of the way if I could, as quickly as I could. Let's talk about the racehorses. Let's talk about all of them. Brace for Landing's getting closer now. Probably ready to go mile in 210, 215 over the next 2 weeks or so. I suspect he'll be ready in the latter part of March. He'll be ready to rock. Collector, we missed 1 week with Collector, gave him a week off. Harry's going to race him next Monday, so a week from this Monday he'll race. Irish Ray, I wish that horse had worked out well. It's tough to export horses from PEI and bring them up here and have them race well anywhere, and that's not making fun of the horse in PEI. It's just different competition, right? And Irish Ray, who was a killer at 2 and 3, has struggled a little bit in Ontario, Ohio, Pennsylvania. I guess he didn't race in a pari-mutuel race in Ohio, but you get what I'm talking about. I'd love to see the horse win once for Mom and Dad when he's up here, but we'll see. We're doing the best we can. Kenobi has been racing well. He'll race again tomorrow in Saratoga, I believe. Spitfire Overseas drew the outside again this week. Very, very frustrating situation with this horse. You go back and look at the trips he's got and where he's run. When he's been able to race him, he's won or been very close. The day I drove him, again, we didn't get away the best. Ended up fourth over, third over, something. He raced good. No, I think I ended up second over. Third over, I'm not sure. He raced good. When he's given a chance to race, he's raced well, and I understand my frustration with my partners in the horse, but you can't blame people for drawing the outside. It's really annoying, and we've been lucky in the sense that I don't remember a horse drawing as poorly as this horse for quite a while with us, but nevertheless, he is drawing poorly. Stay Special won, but entered the Lazex program last week with her win. I thought she raced rather well, but again, it is what it is, and the blood was definitely there. Not a ton of it, but enough where you'd say, you look at the way she raced, she looked like she was going to destroy everybody when she was bottled up and not really used the week before. And then when James used her and moved her, she was a winner. Looked a tad bit more flat than you'd like to see, and it was pretty clear why upon scoping her. So she's ended up in the Lazex program. Steel Cowboy will race Tuesday, will qualify Tuesday at the Meadows. This guy just didn't come back a killer either. He just seems present. Now, he did train good the other day. I was happy with his training mile the other day, but a long way to go from where he was the other day to where we need him to be in the very near future. So we'll see what happens with Steel Cowboy for sure over the next little bit. Tactical Mounds is training back good. She's had maybe 3 training trips into her now. I thought she was very good. I was very happy with her, especially after her last one. Texong Soprano was not himself the other day. Scope a little redness in his palate and ulcer on his palate, some mucus. Just a whole lot of nothing good going on his last start, and hopefully he'll bounce back and look good in his next one. Wallop will qualify Tuesday, and I've been in two and a piece with him. He was good. I think he'll be much better next Tuesday at the Meadows qualifying. Walter's Keepsake races in about an hour here at Northfield Park. I'd love to see the horse fit in this class, both for my partners in Walter's Keepsake and for Lauren also. We'll see how that plays out. Greatest Ending, Jason said, trained very, very good yesterday. Now, we've been training him at 1.5 miles in the jog cart. He trained him his last half in that 1.5 miles in 101. Now, none of this matters. It's a 48, 49, 50 pacer. Supposed to be a really good horse. Supposed to do that easily, but looked like he did it easily. Now, the most curious part of all this is he did it without hobbles on. Now, he does show one qualifier making a break at the 3/4 pole without hobbles on. I'm not going to say this horse is going to race free-legged, but I'd like to try. I would like to try. So we'll see how that plays out over the next little bit. JK Victory is back in now and jogging at Northfield Park. Now we're going to train him down a little ways. Obviously, if he didn't get around Mohawk great, and he's a big track horse, Northfield's not perfect. But we'll see how he feels as we begin to train him down and get him closer to racing in his 2024 season. Looks like Money will qualify once more this week. Somebody said, he looked a little flat. Not really. James wanted to go in 58. They went a big mile in front of him. He went his mile. James was happy with the horse. Looks good. Come back sound after the race. Everybody was happy with the way Looks Like Money looked. So Dr. McKee is going to have a quick look at him on Monday, and we'll go to a real good qualifier with him on Friday. Renegade Gypsy races Monday again in the Open. I suspect he'll get a better trip this week than he got his last two. It's not his fault, just the way it was. He got away last week, the week before he's first over. You know now how not to ride him, so I think we should, by process of elimination, he should be able to get a good trip this week. Serious Dragon began training this week. I'm eager to see how he trains back. 3 Point Blue Chip, a lot of people saying, was he lame? Was he sore? What's wrong with him? I believe they said he was dehydrated, and he had some EPM issues that were bothering him. Now, we had treated him since he was 2, so again, that had built up, and they gave him time off and brought him back. They did not treat him for EPM, and they thought that it was bothering him a little bit the other day, so they gave him a couple of weeks to get everything squared away. He'll race, I suspect, this week in New Jersey. Unbeatable Kemp will race this Wednesday. I'm driving him. He's got the 7-hole. Listen, we've seen that movie before. You put him on the front, it just doesn't usually end well. I'd put him on the front his first lifetime win, but that was in a maiden. When you put him in with other horses, the front is just not a place. He makes you feel that way. That's why he fools everybody, but he's just not a front-end horse. Maybe once in a while you get away with it, but didn't happen this week. He was a 4th place, a very ordinary-looking 4th place finish. We will endeavor to do better next week. Yo Mister will qualify this Friday. They said his schooler was very good, getting him ready for that stake race also. The one that Yo Mister, White Tiger, and oh my God, what's wrong with me? The big horse. He's eligible to it too. All 3 of them are getting geared up for that series. So, Mr. Locatelli is who I was trying to talk about. Wow. Locatelli getting geared up for that series. Also, that starts end of April. What are we at now? No free lunch. He did end up, I think he injured himself that left leg. I can't stress enough, it really comes down to having him perfect everywhere, or the best you can have him everywhere. If you try to race him with inferiorities or deficiencies in the left or the right leg, or maybe he's loading weight from his feet, you risk something like this happening. So he's going to go back down and see Dr. Carter this week, and he's going to give us a prognosis on that. So we don't really know what happened, but it was the left front leg for sure of him. So he's going to need a little more time, but as I said to Stacy, I said to Tim, we need to make sure, it's certainly not Tim's fault, it's just the way it happened in the race. We need to be able to get him back going and good on both legs as we do. I'll have a better update for you this week with regards to him. Oakwood Cowboy will requalify this Friday at Mohawk. He had a pus pocket that had popped out and bothered him the other day. Stay close. A rare, odd, poor race for him. He's throwing the odd one in. Very odd, but he will throw in. And I thought it was a poor mile for him the other day. We'll get a chance to see him bounce back this week, hopefully. Kings County will be going to the Meadows, I believe, this week to race. Tim's going to get him for a little while. Just trying to find an easier spot for him to get him back on track. And you guys have seen this, right? This isn't the first time. Somebody said, oh, looks terrible. Yeah, he made a break. I get it. He made one the week before that. He was rough because they took him back to 2 starts for that. If nothing else, he's tight. So now we just have to get the wrinkles out of him and get him going. There's no real reason for it. There's no lameness issue that I saw, anyway, in Kings County. White Tiger's in Monday in the Open. Tried to get him in that 90 claimer in the backup class. They didn't go with it. Very frustrating situation there. Delicious Stone DK raced good. Showed some sickness under scope and popped a quarter crack. But I talked to Megan today. Her and Scott are in Florida. We hung out this afternoon. She thought that she would have him back good for next week, which is good. I suspect that won't be a problem. She's got a pretty firm grip on him already and understanding what his issues are and how to keep him good. Miss Rocket Alley, 8-hole tonight. I suspect this will be the last time we race Miss Rocket Alley. Just didn't work out with her at Northfield Park. She'll go back for Mr. Esposito and his family, I believe, to Batavia or Buffalo this weekend. And Patrick LaPrana, race good. Pretty good. Not his preferred mile, but you can't blame Drew for that. He tried to get some cover. He couldn't fish anybody out and ended up first over. Not the best place for Patrick to be. So we'll see how he races next week also. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you all had a wonderful week. It was a decent week. A good distraction, a good getaway for me in particular, but definitely for the kids who have been working hard also. So with that, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you all very soon. Take care.